what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 1971 AM General Postal Jeep. Up front is a 3.8 liter straight six, and down below is a 3-speed automatic transmission. Now, I am super excited to be driving this here Postal Jeep for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's so unique and different. It's such a cool part of American history, and it's a Postal Jeep. I mean, what more can I say? Before we get on to anything else, I have a website, zackpradel.com, where you can buy stickers like this retro sticker pack or big friggin' bottle sticker, both with free shipping. You could also submit your own vehicle to be reviewed by me through a quick and easy submission form, and you could read my behind the scenes blog to see what I'm filming before it comes out on the channel. But first of all, let's talk about these Jeeps, the Postal Service, and what it means to American culture. Well, these Jeeps were built from 1954 till 1984, and this was actually the post office first ever commissioned vehicle. Up until the mid-1950s, the post office used whatever vehicles they could get their hands on. It wasn't anything special. But then in 1953, they said, hey, maybe we should start to get our own stuff. And so they did just that, and they landed on this Jeep. This is known as a DJ5. It's roughly based on the CJ. However, these were built a lot more crudely than the CJ. The metal is thinner. These are only 2-wheel drive. They have the signature 5-slot grille instead of the standard 7-slot of most other Jeeps. And like I said, these were used by the United States Postal Service up until the mid-1980s, where in 1987, the Grumman LLV then took over and is actually still being used today. As of 2022, the US Postal Service has only ever commissioned 2 vehicles, this and the Grumman LLV. That's it. With that out of the way, let's get back to that 3.8 liter inline six. It's actually surprisingly very, very peppy. It's a 232 cubic inch inline six, and later in life was morphed and changed and ended up being the 4-liter straight six that Jeep guys go crazy for in the 1990s Wranglers and Cherokees. It's an incredibly stout engine, and honestly, the performance of this Jeep is pretty impressive. Like I said, paired to a 3-speed automatic, which is actually an upgrade over other male Jeeps previously used to use a Chevy 4-cylinder and a 2-speed Power Glide. This actually got the updated 3-speed. Is it great? No, but it functions, and that's all I can really ask for from it. Last but not least about the Postal Jeep, this is rear-wheel drive. They did not give these 4-wheel drive because they didn't think postal vehicles needed it. So this is probably the only Jeep I'll ever review with only 2-wheel drive. Kind of interesting. So all that being said, what's it like to drive a Postal Jeep? This is awful. This is god-awful terrible to drive. First of all, I'm too chubby, and the seat, which is fixed in place, is so close to the wheel that I'm actually drawing a line on my shirt with the steering wheel. That being said, there's no safety in my feet either. As the brake pedal sits way high up, I am getting a tremendous leg workout. 4-wheel manual brakes, you have to stand on it. This Jeep has the suspension of an obsidian brick. Oh my God. The owner says he's gotten this Jeep up to 55. And all I can say is I am glad I was nowhere near it when he did that. But with the driving dynamics out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, there's not much, but we still gotta talk about it. Well, in front of me, I don't get anything. My speedometer actually would be off to the left, but this one is missing it, unfortunately. Off to the right, I do have my flashers. I have my headlight switch. Then I have some interior light switches and auxiliary switches. My wipers off to the far right. And then I don't know why, but it has this factory horn or siren or something that is absolutely atrocious. Give it a listen. And I do have this little air vent down by my foot that I can open. That is really, really nice. However, of course, no AC, and honestly, I'm just gonna slide this door open. I'm just gonna leave this sucker open because there is no ventilation in this thing whatsoever. Oh, there it goes closing again. Moving into the center, I do have a manufactured by AM General plaque. So AM General was actually formed the year that this Jeep was produced, 1971. AMC, American Motor Corporation, bought the rights to the Jeep name in 1970. They bought it from Kaiser, who bought it from Willys way back in the day. And so, when AMC bought the Jeep name, they formed AM General to be their fleet military vehicles. And actually, AM General is responsible for the Humvee still to this day, as well as a bunch of other military vehicles. So that's kind of cool. You get a little plaque there, manufactured by AM General. Once AMC started to go under in the early 1980s, AM General and AMC split, where AMC was sold off to Renault, the French company, but AM General wasn't allowed to be sold off to Renault because a foreign government is not allowed to have a military contract. So AM General was actually bought by a different company, and so the vehicle manufacturer split up in 1984. So some cool history behind that plaque. Then I have some knobs for my heater controls, which are very rudimentary, but hey, they work. And then to the far left, I do have a radio. So Postmen of the 1970s and 80s did get to have a radio, which is pretty nice.
Of course, the 1971 Postal Jeep does not have any cup holders, so it fails the big freaking bottle test.
Now, the actual seat itself is actually pretty cushiony. I'm not mad at it. It's kind of enjoyable. However, I wish I wasn't smashed so close to the steering wheel. But I guess beggars can't be choosers.
All right, so we're on the back of the Postal Jeep. Open it up just like this. And as you can see, normally there would not be a back seat back here. Obviously, because this is a mail carrier, someone added this. I don't know when, I don't know from what. If anyone sees any resemblance to something they've owned or have ridden in, please let me know. But back here is where all of your packages and mail would sit, which is pretty cool. I love this super 70s carpet that you find back here, and then you get this great view of the inside of the Postal Jeep, which I just think is so unique. One thing I did see online is that back here, underneath this tends to rot out. These are big rust areas for the Postal Jeep. So if you're looking to buy one, definitely check down there. And this whole back compartment, and honestly, the whole vehicle as a whole. AM General did not spend all the money in the world to make these rust-proof. I don't even know if they spent any money to make these rust-proof. So this back area tends to rot out, as well as these doors do tend to rot out a little bit too, which is nice to see these in such good condition.
Now we gotta talk about the looks. Now this one was given a military-style paint job by the owners, Matt and Al. This is not how they normally came. They would normally be white or red, white, and blue of the Wikipedia image seen here. This is just a custom paint job that they did. I think it looks really cool, but it's not the standard one. So now let's get to my final thoughts. What do I think of the DJ5 Postal Jeep manufactured by AM General? Well, the driving experience, like I said, is awful. I'm gonna need a leg massage for sure after this, but this is just such a cool piece of history. This was the first ever dedicated mail carrier in the United States. That's pretty cool. It's also a piece of the very large puzzle that is the manufacturer of Jeep. Jeep has changed hands so many times between Willys, Kaiser, AMC, and now Chrysler. And it's just cool to see where we came from to better understand where we're going. Next year in 2023, the United States government is going to be introducing the third and most recent postal carrier, built by the company Oshkosh. It'll be their first new vehicle since 1987. And so, in order to be excited about the future, you kind of have to understand the past. And this is where we came from. This was the backbone of the United States for over 30 years. And that to me it's just the best. It really is the best. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Al and Matt for letting me take out their Postal Jeep. This really is something truly special. They also have a YouTube channel, Wesco Shenanigans, where you can see their journey here with the Postal Jeep if you want more videos and info on it. I can't recommend them enough. They have some fun vehicles coming to the channel soon that you're not gonna wanna miss. So please go check them out, subscribe to them, send them a thank you for giving me this awesome opportunity to drive one of the sketchiest, oddest utility vehicles I've ever reviewed. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.